Okay. Good afternoon to the student. This is our second class of non-conventional energy resources. Okay. Achha. First one, importance of non-conventional energy sources. Importance of non-conventional energy sources. Okay. Importance of non-conventional energy sources. First one, the following points may be mentioned in this connection. First one, the demand of energy is increasing by leaps and bounds due to rapid industrialization, population growth, and hence the conventional sources of energy will not sufficient to meet the growing demand. Okay, so the demand energy is increasing by leaps and bounds. Demand energy, first point. The demand energy demand of energy is increasing by leaps and bounds, is increasing. Demand of energy is increasing. First parameter. So demand of energy is increasing. Second parameter, conventional sources except hydro. Conventional sources are non-renewable. Conventional sources are non-renewable and are bound to finish up one day. So second one is the conventional sources. Conventional sources. Second one is the conventional sources are non-renewable. Okay, conventional sources are non-renewable. Conventional sources are non-renewable. Okay. Another one thing is conventional sources such as fossil fuel, nuclear also cause pollution. Thereby, their use degrades the environment. Okay. So, conventional sources also cause pollution. So, the third one, conventional sources also cause pollution. Fourth one is the large hydro resources affect wildlife. Okay, large hydro resources affect wildlife. Large hydro resources affect wildlife. Hydro resources affect wildlife. Hydro resources affect wildlife. Okay. Now, due to this reason, it has become more important to explore and develop non-conventional energy sources to reduce too much dependence on conventional resources. Another realizing the importance of non-conventional energy sources, in March 1981, the Government of India established Commission for additional sources of energy in the Department of Science and Technology on the lines of the Space and Atomic Energy Commission. Okay. Achha. Another one thing is energy chain. Very important thing. Energy chain. Energy chain. That is the very important thing. What is the energy chain? Energy chain. Energy chain. Energy chain, generally we cannot use the energy available from primary energy sources directly. For example, we cannot drive an electric motor from uranium or coal. The energy available from a primary energy source is known as raw energy. So primary energy, first one primary energy, then primary energy after processing, it will be converted to electrical energy, then transmission, then consumer. Okay, so primary energy first. Primary energy. So primary energy after processing, it will be converted to electrical energy. Electrical energy. After processing, it will be converted to electrical energy, and then transmission, consumer. This is the transmission. Second, primary energy after processing, secondary energy, and then consumer. Primary energy resource at present about 30 to 40% of the world's energy supply is made through the electrical energy route. Primary energy resource এখান থেকে যাবে নন ইলেকট্রিক্যাল রুট, দেন ইলেকট্রিক্যাল রুট। Non-electrical route, another one is the electrical route. Okay, non-electrical route, another one is the electrical route, and then final energy consumption. Final energy consumption. Okay, তাহলে final energy consumption. Okay. Common forms of energy: mechanical energy, electrical energy, thermal energy. Okay, lots of energy, chemical energy, lots of energy are there. Common forms of energy. Common forms of energy. তাহলে common forms of energy, তাহলে first one is the common forms of energy. First one is the mechanical energy. তাহলে mechanical energy first parameter, first one mechanical. Mechanical energy is required for movement of object, changing the space, changing the shape of the object and so on. It is used in transportation, agriculture, handling, processing and other industrial processes. Okay, তাহলে it is used, তাহলে mechanical energy is required for movement of object, for movement. Mechanical energy is required for movement of object. It is used in transportation, agriculture, okay, handling. তাহলে it is used transportation, agriculture, second one that is the electrical energy. Electrical energy is considered to be the top grade form of energy. Very important, electrical energy. Electrical energy, তাহলে electrical energy is considered to be the top grade form of energy. তাহলে that is the top grade form of energy. Okay, top grade form of energy. Okay, তাহলে electrical energy, that is the top grade form of energy. Okay, it is used universally as a vehicle of energy. About 30 to 40% energy distribution in the world is made through electrical supply system at present. It can be very conveniently and efficiently converted to other forms of energy. Okay, তাহলে top grade form of energy. Third one is the thermal energy. Thermal energy, it is used to raise the temperature of an object during industrial processes. It is used to raise the temperature. Thermal means temperature related. It is used to raise the temperature of an object, to raise the temperature of an object. It is used to raise the temperature of an object. Okay, temperature of an object, during industrial processes. It can also be converted to mechanical energy with the help of heat engine. These are the three grades of thermal energy. First one is the high grade, medium grade, low grade. Okay, high grade can be converted efficiently into mechanical energy. তাহলে high grade, another one is the medium grade, another one is the low grade. High grade হচ্ছে 500 to 1000 degree centigrade and higher medium, medium grade হচ্ছে 150 to 500 degree centigrade. Medium grade 150 to 500 degree centigrade. Low grade 80 to 150 degree centigrade. Okay, তাহলে 500 degree centigrade to 1000 degree centigrade. High grade, তাহলে high grade can be converted efficiently into mechanical energy. Medium grade can be converted into mechanical energy with difficulty. Low grade cannot be converted efficiently into mechanical energy. Another one is the chemical energy. chemical energy. Chemical energy, fuels and organic matter contain chemical energy. তাহলে fuels and organic matter contain chemical energy. Fuels and organic matter contain chemical energy. Exothermic chemical reaction release heat energy. Also, chemical energy is directly converted into electrical energy in fuel cells, storage batteries, etc., and into thermal energy by combustion. Okay. Another one thing are the advantage and disadvantages of conventional energy sources. What are the advantage and disadvantages? Advantage and disadvantages of conventional energy sources. Conventional energy sources. Okay, conventional energy sources. First one, fossil fuels, nuclear and hydro resources are considered as conventional sources. Their use has the following advantages and disadvantages. Okay, advantages. What are the advantages? What are the advantages? Cost at present. Advantages. Cost at present. These are cheaper than non-conventional sources. At present, these are cheaper than non-conventional sources. Cheaper than non-conventional sources. Okay. The approximate cost of electrical energy derived from different sources at present is given as 1.90 per kilowatt hour from gas, rupees 1.65 per kilowatt hour from coal. Okay. Achha, security. Security, storage is easy. As storage is easy and convenient by storing a certain quantity. Okay, the energy availability can be ensured for certain period. As storage is easy and convenient by using, storage is easy and convenient. Security. Another one is the convenience. Convenience. These sources are very convenient to use as technology for their conversion and their use in universally available. Okay, these sources are very convenient. These sources are very convenient to use as technology. What are the disadvantages? First, what are the disadvantages? Disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? Fossil fuel generate pollutant. Main pollutant generated in the use of these sources are CO2, CO, NOx. Fossil fuel generate pollutant. Pollutant. Second one, coal is also a valuable petrochemical and is used as raw material for chemical, pharmaceutical and paint industries. From the long term point of view, it is desirable to conserve coal for future needs. So, coal is also valuable petrochemical. Coal valuable. So, coal is valuable, so it is reserved for our future use. As well as safety of nuclear plant is a controversial subject. Safety of nuclear plant safety of nuclear plants is a controversial subject, and the major problem with nuclear energy are the following: waste material generated, there is a possibility of accidental leakage, okay, lots of difficulties are there. Sophisticated technology is required for using nuclear sources, okay, sophisticated technology is required. Sophisticated technology is required. Sophisticated technology is required. Another one thing, hydroelectric plants are the cleanest, but large hydro reservoirs cause the following problem. Okay, hydroelectric plant causes ecological disturbances such as earthquake, causes ecological disturbances, hydroelectric plants are cleanest, but large hydro reservoir cause the following problem. First one causes ecological disturbances such as earthquake. Okay. Another one is the affect wildlife. Okay. Another one is the salient features of non-conventional energy sources. Salient feature, merit and demerit. Salient features of non-conventional energy sources. 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 First one, merits. Non-conventional sources are available in nature free of cost. Merits. First merit, non-conventional sources are available in nature free of cost. Second one is they have a low gestation period. They have a low gestation period. Third one is they are inexhaustible. They are inexhaustible. Okay. Another one is the demerits. Demerits in general, energy is available. Energy is available in dilute from these sources. Though available freely in nature, the cost of harnessing energy from non-conventional sources is generally high. The first one, the energy is available in dilute form from these sources. Second one, difficulty in transporting such form of energy. The difficulty in transporting. Third, availability is uncertain. The energy flow depends on various natural phenomena beyond human control. The availability is uncertain. Okay, availability is uncertain. Okay, so these are the demerits. Okay, these are the demerits of the salient features of non-conventional energy. And you may write down another one point. Though available freely in nature, the cost of harnessing energy from non-conventional sources is generally high. Okay, is generally high. Okay, this is up to demerits we discuss today. Okay, then rest part of this chapter we discuss on next day. Okay, thank you.